Welcome to the highlights of the final, the Compaq Cup. Of course, we're in Colombo and from the Premadasa Stadium. It is Sri Lanka versus India, and it is a huge clash. There's nerves all over the place, and the players are raring to go. Of course, it is a big, big game, this one. Finals always are. Just to see what happens. Okay, let's have a look at the track. The track is a new one. It's a virgin track in this series. We haven't used it before, and it looks like it's going to be quite a good deck. It's going to come onto the bat quite nicely. I'm not sure it's going to be as slow and turn as much as previously seen, and the toss was really important, as it always is here at the Premadasa, and it was won by India, and they had no hesitation whatsoever in electing to bat. Sri Lanka, by the way, unchanged, and just the one change for India. Karthik was out, and he was replaced by Virat Kohli. So pretty stable lineups for both teams, and of course there's some wonderful players in the Indian lineup, in particular Tendulkar, who hasn't formed so far in this tournament, and neither has Mahela Jayawardene or Kumar Sangakkara. Okay, let's go and join our commentators, Danny Morrison and Ian Bishop.
What a game this promises to be. We've already had one surprise. Dinesh Karthik is out of the Indian team. Virat Kohli is in, but he's not opening the batting. It's Rahul Dravid, along with Sachin Tendulkar, who will be opening the batting for India. Only the 7th time that this pair have walked out at the top of the innings in one-day internationals. Yes, there we go. First ball of the Compaq Cup final. He's at line and is hello to Danny Morrison.
Howdy, Bish. Howdy all. It's on us here. The Compaq Cup in Sri Lanka. The tension out there. Home side, well, they did it on Saturday. Now the roles are reversed. Sri Lanka have to do it the hard way, it seems. But I've got to say, I like Rahul Dravid opening the batting because of those sort of strokes. And I reckon, Bish, that's the tactic, that's the strategy. More time at the crease, 50 overs. He can take his time, but he can also have the ball coming on nicely. Whether it's front foot or back foot, he's so adept. Look at that, he went onto the front foot. It's a little bit short of a length, and he just rocked back, and he could use the pace of the ball.
He's off and running straight away, and the old boy Jasuri has to stretch the hamstrings. Oh, he just manages to stop it. Fresh pitch. And already we've seen a little bit of seam movement, but also seeing the ball coming onto the bat reasonably well.
You've got to applaud the move too here at Premadasa. It's the fresh one for the final.
It's a tremendous shot. Myself and Danny Morrison talked about playing the ball late. If we see this replay again, look at how Tendulkar allows the ball to come to him, and then at a fraction of a second before it hits the bat, turns a wrist.
Just there, the point of contact. He is the master of that stroke. So Dravid, you see, taller man there on the left, but just playing it so late under the eyes and waiting for the ball to come on.
Wow, look at that pitch map. You get the variation as things progress. The batsman is getting on top of you, but look at this consistency of line and length. Only one short ball, yellow one that was hit for 4th second ball.
Decides the thread one here. And I was just about to say, that is the difference when you have someone like Virender Sehwag in your side. Sehwag can produce strokes like that and often goes for it and creates his own room. When a bowler has been this consistent, here's the change of pace that Ian Bishop was on about. You could see it was the off cutter, the slower ball, the off spinner. Goes for a short one, he's going to disappear. Oh, magic through mid-wicket. Beautiful.
It's the ability to transfer the weight. You can see the left leg of Dravid initially come forward. It's brought a smile to Kirsten's face, and then the weight goes back and he gets on top of it, rolls the wrist nicely. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant technician.
Talk about timing. Don't bother moving, and he doesn't. There is Tendulkar's second boundary. Smooth as silk.
Have a look at this. Any young kid at home, look at this. Look at the lines. The downswing of the bat, the foot movement. That is what I love about Tendulkar. Such straight lines in his batting.
Well, that's off the edge, and I think he opened the face of the bat. It's running down to the third man boundary for 4. Well, I think you'll perhaps be able to pick up here that this wasn't exactly an edge. I think he opened the face a little bit. Let's see, perhaps a bit of each.
It's just a little bit of an open face shot, but Sangakkara, feeling that there'll be no edges, is going without a slip at the moment. The two fielders in that close circle. They're at Silimidov and Silimidon.
Oh, great shot. Wonderful back foot drive through the offside field. Oh, and have a look at this shot. Up on his toes. Oh, that's classical Tendulkar. That's well bowled and well run. Is he going to get there? Oh, it's a fumble. Jayasuriya coming in at mid-off. Just a little slow. He got to it. He was going to have a real go at the bowler's end, but he wasn't able to pick it up.
Yes, the ball travelled very quickly along the surface of the pitches, running down the square. With an uneven bounce as well as it raced along the pitches.
Oh, he loves that cut shot. Don't bowl there to Dravid. Mind you, they have a sweeper on the boundary. Oh, and having to put a few yards in there. Matthews is a strong arm.
Yes, good fielding. He had to run round the boundary, cover about 15 meters, which he did well, and then sent in a very strong return.
So one of the things, if you're a young man, you should remember when you're throwing a cricket ball, make sure your elbow is above your shoulder. Now you just watch him. He picks this up. It stays down on him. He watches the ball. Now watch his elbow right up there and just above his shoulder. Oh, he's dropped him. He's dropped him. Well, they've had two in the gully position there. Dilshan, the fieldsman, he's got strapping all over his fingers, and that one's hit the left hand and popped straight out. Well, there was Sri Lanka's first opportunity. That's an opportunity gone begging.
Yes, he looked at his palm. No sooner it went out, almost punched it out of his hands. It was hit hard, hit powerfully, but Dilshan, very capable of catching those. But on this occasion, and it must have hurt, it must be hurting now.
Well, that's well played. It's into the gap, and that'll be 4. So Tendulkar continues to pepper the offside boundary. That area has been a favourite area of his. And it's quite interesting too because of the round arm action out there of Malinga. And the batsman down there asking the umpire to take his hat off. And because the ball is white, the umpire is wearing a white hat. You can see it's in his hand then. Because Malinga bowls with a round arm action, Tendulkar doesn't want to lose the ball in the hat of the umpire. Oh, that's good running. Oh, it wasn't good running. Yes, well, Dravid had to go around a few there. I think he probably would have just made it. He had to weave his way through.
Yes, Malinga on his follow-through came in the way. Just a little drop of the hands, and there he is. Asif Malinga coming in the way, but in the end quite safe because Kandambi couldn't hit the stumps.